Sorry if you can't see us.
Or sorry if you can.
Yeah.
My makeup's not done. My hair is not did. I mean... Then let's not get started on the boys. Oh my God.
He's a mess.
Hot mess, but yes. Anyway.
So that appointment ended, well, not like I expected.
What do you mean?
Well, because you were... I can see him.
Helpful? Useful? Talkative?
Well, no. Hold on, you guys, because I don't think you're sitting right.
Oh, great. Now they're looking up our nose.
No. Okay.
He's trying to make out with a DS mic. Oh, no.
He never likes to complain, so he wasn't telling them actually how many headaches and stuff and the severity they were. But now we will get a phone call on when to do surgery on his elbow. Well, it'll eventually be both elbows. Because he has a, well, they consider it a simple procedure. It's a pinched nerve in the elbow.
What?
Xander wouldn't stop talking. It's a pinched nerve in the elbow that makes your dad's fingers go numb.
Okay.
So this will kind of help unpinch them. They won't go numb. His hands should start to finally warm up a little more.
Cool. So kind of like put them at ease.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm dying.
Okay. Can you do it quieter?
No.
Who's eating peanut butter?
Me.
So yeah, and now we're going to leave. There's no swim until 7. Are you guys doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Then we'll just plan on doing that. Your dad said he wanted just to eat tonight since they're cooking again at the Fisher house. So we'll do that, and I don't have to cook that way. You guys just have to get lunch eventually, and it's only 9:30. I swear that was one of the quickest appointments we've ever had.
You said it was going to last like 4 hours. Maybe.
Do you know we have? But his actual doctor was not there. His surgeon. So there was an intern in his place, and usually we see an intern, then we see... Why do they ask anything? Do your guys' kids do the same thing?
But I was listening.
You were. Unfortunately, your brother asked a question and then blah, 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 blah.
Mama Mimi.
Rain. Why am I not surprised? So we are headed down the VA hill. Sorry, VA and OHSU.
Well, I want to try to figure out why the hell this thing got to attack 3 times.
If you don't like heights, this is not a fun place to be, but it's beautiful. And I don't particularly like heights.
Oh, I agree.
Okay, you couldn't even get close. You should have seen the room your dad was in after his surgery. There was no rails in front of his floor-to-ceiling windows.
What?
Nope, give up. That red light works every once in a while, and it's irritating. Anyway.
Oh.
Today, it felt like it droned on.
Gus did.
For once in the history of the VA, we were there, and because of my OCD, we were there early. About an hour, I think, which doesn't bother me. And most of the time, they make a, if they've got room, they'll gladly take you. And so today, we were there a little early because they were Pokemoning. Is that a word? It doesn't sound like a word. Anyway, so I drove around OHSU, and then we, ow, elbow, and then we drove around the Portland VA. I'm telling you guys, today I am brain dead. There's my friend still on my mind. What little information, you like my horns? What little information I do have is there's a PICC line being put in, a line for dialysis into her chest. She's not doing so well, and I can't wait to be home so I can find out, you know, one, if she still dislikes me, and two, if she's doing better. I'm fingers crossed. So, yeah. So like you guys know, the VA, if you're staying more than 2 days, will put you in a place called the Fisher House. It's in Vancouver, Washington, and it houses, some of the vets actually were on a VA campus. There are some doctors here, but most of them, they'll send us to Portland, up on the hill. And this house is like 16 rooms. I could look up the specs. But they're always looking for donations. Everything in this house is donated. And so, you know, if you guys are in a good spot and could help up, I'm telling you, I'm never gonna talk right. Help out, you guys should. There's a lot of disabled vets that come through here, especially with 16 rooms. A lot of families come through here. There's a lot of movies. Anything could be donated. Last year, we were here for 5 days also, and we were in a spot to where we didn't have a huge amount of funds for, sorry, I got the hiccups, for food and whatnot, and they do, people provide food also, and you know, any way you guys can help would be great. They definitely need more of these around, because this helps the family. Because I know 2 years ago when Anthony had surgery, I opted in, because this place had just opened that month actually. I decided to stay in Portland, to be closer to him, and honestly, our drive-in yesterday was what, 18 minutes? So it's not like we were far. When they put us in the Quality Inn, we are, what, like 5 minutes away? 10 maybe?
Yeah.
It's not that big of a difference, but it helps the families like us who have 3 kids, and staying in one room is trying, because here there's 2 family rooms, like sitting rooms. There's a dining room. There is a luxurious kitchen, 2 of everything. Has one really huge island. There's a communal fridge for groceries that people have donated, so everyone in the house can grab resources. Then there's 2 specific fridges, and they have bins in there with room numbers, and you can put food in there. There's 2 big freezers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 washers, 4 dryers. So, I mean, supplies are welcomed. They provide what they can, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then some. There's coffee makers. There's 2 coffee makers, 2 stoves, 4 ovens actually, that still confuse the heck out of me. Sorry, you guys. My arm was burning. Like K-cups, creamers, because them, older military, they lived on coffee. That's, I'm pretty sure, when blood gets taken, it's thick coffee.
It's Folgers.
Folgers? Oh, okay. So it's specifically Folgers in some of these older people. Creamers. If you can't send food items, you can gift cards for grocery stores, for Amazon, because they need paper towels and they need laundry soap and dish soap and everything, and that would be greatly appreciated, and it would be great to help out. Last year when we had come back, sometime after March of last year, we came up for 2 days? I think. And we brought a Wii because I'm sure we're not the only people who have children who come here. Bedding, I think they got some really good pillows. Like, jealous of, well, actually, our IKEA ones are pretty nice. I almost wonder if these are IKEA coffee mugs or to-go disposable cups. We were cleaning the kitchen up because someone provided a meal. She put it in the crock pot and provided salad.
Yeah, she drove an hour and a half here just to
Yeah.
make it.
I think she was Mount Hood.
No, Mount St. Helen.
Okay, she was from Mount St. Helen. She drove down, I think she said she was 150 miles round trip to make dinner. She does it twice a month. If you can volunteer time to make some of these vets, a meal, that's another way that, and you just have to call. The other morning, I was going to make biscuits and gravy, so I grabbed extra biscuits and tripled the gravy, and I think that's darn near gone, because that's what there wasn't much when we had breakfast this morning. It's just stuff like that, and it makes a difference to these families who, when we were here last year, there was a woman who was here 11 months. There's a lady here now, her husband is in the hospital, and I think she said she's been here 2 weeks. And there's a gentleman who's back, and he was just here 2 weeks ago for, I think he was here for a little while too. And us, we're here from, well, actually last year, the same amount of time. We were here from, I just drew a blank, Sunday to Thursday. Waters, that's another thing. Just trying to think of, it's not that hard to help, and it is appreciated. I know for my family, it's rougher on us to be in the Quality Inn, which is kind of down. It's in Tigert, Oregon, but I can take a side street to get to the VA. It's nice to not have to pay for that motel room, but with 3 children and then us, we easily spend, what would you think? If we fed the kids 3 times a day, we would easily spend almost $100 a day. And sometimes the way the kids eat, that's just on them. Sorry, you guys, my nose is running.
How about your tear now?
Oh, some better tissues. Ew, that was sandpaper. That was awful.
Well, it does say Bounty on the side, so...
Created with pride by Americans who have injured noses, who are blind. So yeah, it gets expensive. Then you have to, for me, I can't justify eating out like that. It's too much. It's too much on my system. I have to watch what we eat so closely. Like this month, we kept out $200 to eat. And so, you know, it was nice. We have a gallon of milk, so we need to have cookies and milk tonight. All of us. Oh, and you need to drink your almond milk. Yeah, that's another thing. There's like specialty items. Like, I have a kid who can't eat stuff. Myself, my husband, actually, all of my kids, we all have something that we can't eat. You and Xander, it's soy. Connor, it's pecans and almonds.
I can't eat
Almonds. You can't eat a nap?
Eat the lamb.
Oh, Connor says he can't eat the lamb. So, heads up, you guys. If he eats a lamb, rush him to the hospital. But it's nice to be able to cook.
Yeah, my digestion system can't handle lamps.
And it's definitely a space where everybody can come together. Not always saying that happens. But it's definitely different generations. I've noticed this time it's a little apparent in some people when you're too young and they don't like you. It's not my fault. My husband was a vet at 18. He didn't ask for it, he didn't choose it, and unfortunately we're all here for the same reason.
Cheerios.
Connor says it's for Cheerios. And we meet again, but hours and hours later. We took the boys swimming. Anthony went swimming. I watched from above.
I went flailing.
You went what?
Flailing.
Oh, okay, he went flailing.
I went down a slide.
Like a shot.
Connor went down a slide.
Which is up on a video, and I went up really fast.
And you can check out that video. It's right before this one. I will link it in the iCard. I am so tired. Anyway, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
We're gonna have to let you go. You're fired.
Who got fired?
You said you're gonna have to let them go. They're fired.